Okay. Repeat, please. Larger than.
Larger than.
Again, larger than.
Larger than.
Smaller than.
Smaller than.
Smaller than.
Smaller than.
Okay. A city is larger than a village. A city is larger than a village. A village is smaller than a city. A village is smaller than a city. Is a village larger than a city? Is a village larger than a city? Ethem. No, a village.
No, a village
isn't larger than.
Isn't
larger than a city.
A city.
It's smaller than a city.
Smaller than a city.
No, a village.
No, a village
isn't larger than.
Isn't larger
than a city.
A city.
It's smaller than a city.
It's smaller
than a city. Very good. Okay. Repeat, please. The longest.
The longest.
The longest.
The longest.
River.
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 Nile.
Nile.
World. Very good. Okay. The Nile is the longest river in the world. The Nile's the longest river in the world. Which is the longest street in this town? Which is the longest street in this town? Say it.
Bağdat Street is
the longest
street in this
city. Town. In this city. Okay. Again, Bağdat Street.
Bağdat Street is
the longest street
in
this city. Not street.
Street.
Okay, one more time. Bağdat Street is the longest street. Is the longest street in this city.
In this city.
Very good. In this city, yes. Which is the longest river in the world? Which is the longest river in the world? Recep, the Niles.
The Nile is the
longest river.
The longest river in the world.
In the world. Again, the Niles.
The Niles.
The longest river in the world. Very good. Okay, repeat, please. The highest.
The highest.
The highest.
The highest.
Mountain.
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 Everest.
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 Mount.
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 Okay. Mount Everest is the highest mountain in the world. Mount Everest is the highest mountain in the world. Which is the highest mountain in the world? Which is the highest mountain in the world? Recep, Mount Everest.
Mount
Everest is the highest mountain
in the world.
In the world. Okay, which is the highest mountain in the world? Which is the highest mountain in the world? Say it. Mount Everest.
Mount Everest is
the highest mountain
in the world.
In the world. Very good. Okay, repeat, please. The largest.
The largest.
The largest.
The largest.
Tokyo.
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 Okay. Tokyo's the largest city in Japan. Tokyo's the largest city in Japan. Which is the largest city in Japan? Which is the largest city in Japan? Ethem, Tokyo's the largest city in Japan. Well done, very good. Repeat, please. Date. Okay, the date today is the 8th of April 2018. The date today is the 8th of April 2018. What's the date today? What's the date today? Recep, the date today is the 8th of April 2018. Very good. What was the date yesterday? What was the date yesterday? Say it. The date.
The date
Yesterday was the 7th,
the 7th
of April
7th of April
2018.
2018.
Again, the date yesterday
The date yesterday
was the 7th,
the
7th of April
2018.
2018. Very good. What will the date tomorrow be? What will the date tomorrow be? Recep, the date tomorrow
The date tomorrow will be
the 9th,
the
the 9th of April,
9th of April,
not April, April
April
2018.
2018.
Again, the date today,
The date today,
the date tomorrow, the date tomorrow
the date tomorrow will
be the 9th
the 9th
of
of
April
April
2018. Good. Okay. Repeat, please. Light.
Light,
Light.
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 Heavy.
heavy,
Heavy.
Heavy.
heavy,
Okay.
Heavy.
This piece of paper is light. This piece of paper is light. The table's heavy. The table's heavy. Is the table light? Is the table light, Ethem? No.
No, the
The table isn't light,
isn't light.
but it's heavy. It's heavy. Again, the table
The table
isn't light,
isn't light.
it's heavy.
It's heavy.
Okay. Is this piece of paper heavier than the table? Is this piece of paper heavier than the table? Recep? No. That piece of paper isn't heavier
than the table.
the table. It's lighter than
It's lighter than the table.
the table. Okay, one more time. No, that
No,
piece of paper, that piece of paper isn't heavier than
the table.
the table. It's lighter
Lighter than the table.
the table. Okay. Who's the lightest person in your family? Who's the lightest person in your family? Say it. My sister, my daughter, my son.
My son is the
My
lightest
sons
person.
in my
sons-
family.
My
The
son's
lightest
the
person
lightest person in my family.
in my family. Brilliant. Okay. Who's the heaviest person in your family? Who's the heaviest person in your family?
My
Ethem.
mother.
Okay, say it. My mother's
My mother's the
heaviest person in my
in my
family.
family.
In my family. Oh
In my
dear.
family.
Okay. Repeat, please. Shop.
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 Okay. There are shops in the street where I live. Migros is a shop. Which is the largest shop in this city? Which is the largest shop in this city? Ethem. Migros, shop.
Migros.
Migros is the largest shop in
this
this city. Okay, very good. Are there any shops in the street where you live? Are there any shops in the street where you live? Recep, yes? No?
Yes.
Yes, there are.
There are many.
Some shops.
Some
many
shops.
shops. Okay, there are many shops.
There are many.
There are many shops in the street.
Street where I
Not street, street
street
where I live.
where I live.
Okay, yes, there are
Yes, there are
many shops in the street
where
I live. Well done. Okay, let's start some new work. Repeat, please. Morning.
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 Afternoon.
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 Evening.
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 Night.
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 Bed.
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 Again. Bed.
Bed.
Go to bed.
Go
Go
to
to
bed.
bed.
To bed.
Not bed. Go to bed.
Go to
Go
bed.
to bed.
Not bed. Bad.
Bed. Go to
Good.
bed.
Go to
Go
bed.
to
Well
bed.
done.
Go to
Okay. So we say good morning to people between about 6 a.m. and 12 p.m. We say good afternoon between 12 p.m. and 5 p.m. We say good evening between 5 p.m. and 10 p.m. And we say good night when we say goodbye after 10 p.m. or when we go to bed. Okay, what do we say to people between about 6 a.m. and 12 p.m.? What do we say to people between about 6 a.m. and 12 p.m.? Recep, we say good morning,
good morning
to people
to
between
6 p.m.
6 a.m. and 12
and
p.m.
12 p.m.
Again, we say good morning
We say good morning to
people between
between
about 6
about
a.m.
6 a.m.
and 12
and
p.m.
12 p.m.
Well done. What do we say to people between about 12 p.m. and 5 p.m.? What do we say to people between about 12 p.m. and 5 p.m.? Etam, we say good afternoon
good afternoon
to people between
between
about 12 p.m.
12 p.m.
and 5 p.m.
and 5 p.m.
Very good. What do we say to people between about 5 p.m. and 10 p.m.? What do we say to people between about 5 p.m. and 10 p.m.? Say it. We say
good afternoon.
good evening,
Good
not good
evening.
afternoon, good evening
We
to
say
people,
good evening to people
between about
between about
5 p.m. and 10 p.m.
10 p.m.
Again, we say
good afternoon.
good evening,
Good evening. We say good evening to
people between about 5 p.m.
5 p.m. and
and 10 p.m. Good. What do we say when we say goodbye after 10 p.m. or when we go to bed? What do we say when we say goodbye after 10 p.m. or when we go to bed? Recep, we say
good
good night when we say goodbye after 10 p.m.
10 p.m.
or when we go
to bed.
to bed. Very good. Okay. Do you come here in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, or at night? Do you come here in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, or at night? Recep, I come here in the evening.
In the evening.
Not the morning, in the evening, not in the morning,
Not in the morning.
or at night.
Or at night.
Again, I come here
in
the evening, not evening, evening, not in the morning, or at night. Well done. Okay. Repeat, please. Peace.
Peace.
Okay. It's a piece of paper. It's a piece of paper. Okay. What's this? Etam, what's this? It's a
piece
of paper. Very good. Are there any pieces of paper on the table? Are there any pieces of paper on the table? Recep, yes.
Yes, there
are some pieces
of
paper on the table. Very good. Okay. About how many pieces of bread do you eat with your lunch? About how many pieces of bread do you eat with your lunch? Recep, I eat about
6
4, 5, 6 pieces of bread with my lunch. With my lunch. Well done. Okay. Repeat, please. A country.
A country.
A country.
A country.
The country.
The
Country.
The country.
The country.
Nation.
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 Nationality.
Nationality.
Again, nationality.
Nationality.
Good. British.
British.
Okay, very good. The difference between a country and the country is that a country is a nation, like India, England, Germany, France, etc. Whereas the country is the opposite of the town. I'll repeat. The difference between a country and the country is that a country is a nation, like India, Germany, France, etc. Whereas the country is the opposite of the town. Okay, nationality. Mr. Callan's nationality is British. Recep's nationality is Turkish. Okay, what's the difference between a country and the country? What's the difference between a country and the country? Ethem, the difference between
The difference between
a country
a country
and the country
and the country
is that a country
is that a country
a country is
a
a
country
nation,
is a nation,
whilst
whilst
the country
the country
is the opposite
is the opposite
of a town.
of town.
Of a town.
Of a town.
Very good. What's the name of your country? What's the name of your country? Say it. Turkey is
Turkey
the name of
my country.
my country. Very good. What's your nationality? What's your nationality? Say it. My nationality.
My
Not
nationality.
mine. Is
My nationality is Turkish.
okay. Again, my nationality
My nationality is Turkish.
is Turkish. Okay. What nationality is Mr. Callan? What nationality is Mr. Callan? Recep. Mr. Callan
Mr. Callan nationality
is not nationality. Mr. Callan
Mr. Callan
is British.
British.
Again, Mr. Callan is British.
Mr.
Callan is
British.
British. Okay, well done. Repeat, please. Live.
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 Okay. I live in Turkey. I live in a country. Do you live in the country? Do you live in the country, Recep?
No.
Yes, no? No, I don't live
I don't live in the country.
in the country. I live
I live in
a city.
in a city.
Again, no,
No.
I don't live in the country, but I live
But I live in a
in
city.
a city. Okay. Do most children live with their parents? Do most children live with their parents? Say it. Yes.
Yes,
Most
of
children, not most of, most children live with
live with their
their
parents.
parents. Very good. Do you want to live for 100 years? Do you want to live for 100 years? Etam, yes,
Yeah.
no?
Yes, I want to
Yes.
live for 100 years.
Very good. Well done. Okay, repeat, please. Pleasant.
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 Unpleasant.
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 Gas.
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 Yes.
Okay,
Gas.
very good. So, flowers smell pleasant. Flowers smell pleasant. But gas smells unpleasant. Flowers smell pleasant, but gas smells unpleasant. Okay. Does gas smell pleasant? Does gas smell pleasant, Etam? No.
No.
Gas,
The gas-
doesn't,
gas
not the gas,
doesn't-
gas doesn't smell
Gas
pleasant,
doesn't smell pleasant,
but it smells
but it smells unpleasant.
unpleasant. Again, no gas
No gas
doesn't smell
doesn't smell pleasant,
pleasant, but it smells
but it smells unpleasant.
unpleasant. Very good. Do flowers smell unpleasant? Do flowers smell unpleasant, Recep? No. Flowers,
The flowers
not the flowers. Flowers don't smell
flowers don't smell unpleasant.
unpleasant, but they
But
smell
They smell
pleasant.
pleasant.
No, flowers don't
No,
smell.
Flowers
Flowers don't smell unpleasant, but they
but
smell
they smell
pleasant. Very good. Do most people think work is a pleasant thing? Do most people think work is a pleasant thing? Etam, no.
No,
Most people
most people
don't think
don't think
work is a pleasant, work
work
is
is a
a pleasant thing,
a pleasant thing,
but they think
but they think
it's an unpleasant thing.
it's an unpleasant thing.
Very good. Is Paris an unpleasant city? Is Paris an unpleasant city? Say it. Yes, no? No.
No,
Paris isn't
an
an unpleasant city,
city.
but it's a pleasant city.
It's a pleasant city.
Again, no, Paris
No, Paris isn't
an unpleasant city,
city.
but it's a pleasant
pleasant city.
city. Very good. Okay, repeat please. Glass,
Glass.
Glass,
glass,
Glass.
glass,
cup,
Cup.
cup,
cup.
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 Okay, great. We drink wine from a glass. We drink wine from a glass, but we drink coffee from a cup. We drink coffee from a cup. What do we drink wine from? What do we drink wine from? Recep, we drink wine
Wine from a bottle.
from a glass.
A glass.
Not a bottle, from a glass. Good. Do we drink coffee from a glass? Do we drink coffee from a glass? Atam? No.
No,
We don't
we
drink
don't
coffee
coffee
from a glass.
from a glass. We
Not
drink
glass, from a glass.
glass,
But we drink it
but we drink it
from a
from
cup.
a cup.
Again, no, we don't
No, we don't
drink coffee
drink coffee
from a glass,
from a glass,
but we drink it.
but we drink it
from
from
a cup.
a cup.
From a cup. Very good. Okay, repeat please. Longer than.
Longer
Longer
than.
than.
Longer
than.
than.
Longer than.
Longer than.
Shorter than.
Shorter than.
Shorter than.
Shorter than.
Shorter than.
Okay, for example, a table isn't longer than a room, it's shorter than a room. A table isn't longer than a room, it's shorter than a room. Is the table longer than the room? Is the table longer than the room? Say it. No.
No,
The table isn't longer than the room.
the room, but it's
It's shorter than the room.
It's shorter
Again.
than the room.
No, the table.
No,
the table isn't longer than
the room,
but it's
but
it's shorter
shorter
than
than the room.
the room. Very good. Okay, repeat please. Higher than.
Higher than.
Higher than.
Higher than.
Higher than.
Higher than.
Lower than.
Lower than.
Lower than.
A bit quicker. Lower than. Lower than.
Lower than.
Lower than.
Lower
That's
than.
better. Okay, again. Higher than.
Higher than.
Higher than.
Lower than.
Lower than.
Lower than.
Okay. A door is higher than a table. A door is higher than a table. A table is lower than a door. A table is lower than a door. Is the table higher than the door? Is the table higher than the door? Recep? No.
No, the
The table isn't higher than
the door,
the door, but it's
it's lower than the door.
lower than the door. Very good. Okay.